Hey guys, hello. Okay, I see Simriti has joined us already, so I'm just gonna invite her in.
Hello, hello. Are we live?
Yes, we are.
Well,
Welcome.
let me just fix the camera and everything. I'm not the best at this.
No worries, sure, sure. And whilst that, guys, of course, very quick introductions about her. So much of content that you guys have consumed well, but Simriti, content creator, helps strategize brands. And I think what really clicks with us is the fact that authentic. She's no filter. She's saying things that she truly believes in. That's probably the point of relatability. So we're so excited to have her today. Whenever you're good to get started.
Lovely. Thank you so much for that introduction. You're really kind.
No, of course, it's all heartfelt. I some of your reels, and it's just so interesting. I think the way that you talk about dating, the way that you talk about city living, the way that you have a very unique perspective on things that truly, the small things that truly matter and build up. So, very excited to have you today, and with Inspire, our perspective is that how is it that we can bring in women who are themselves doing something new, unique, and inspiring. So that is someone out there in our city thinking about, I want to build a brand or I want to become a content creator. I don't have the maybe I don't know anything. They just know that there is a Simran who is, in her natural life, just walking down the street, recording something authentic, and sharing that works too, right? So, very excited. A lot of questions coming through. I think typically the way that we with is there are a set of that we have, and we also take Q&A from the audience. So I'll just start what we had that we want to ask you.
Lovely, lovely.
All right. So yeah, if I were to get started, right, my first question would be, now you're someone who talks a lot about brand building, be it Instagram, be it LinkedIn. But even now, I feel like personal brand building is still coming up.
Yeah.
I've founded Reddit and I speak to so many founders, and we're oftentimes talking about, yeah, kaise personal brand banaye? What should we talk about? Is it important? So it's still quite upcoming. So
Yeah.
how do you think about personal brand building? Where did this start for you from a career standpoint, or just something that you really enjoyed?
Right. So, to me, personal branding is simply being known for something, a thing. It could be anything, right? For example, when I look at myself, I want to be known as the girl who is a free thinker, who would come up with concepts like retard maxing, just say it as it is. If I don't believe in therapy, I don't believe in therapy, And I think it has a cult following, and I will say it till I die that I don't think everybody needs it. So I feel like it's about you identifying what you want to be known as, what's the thing, and then you build your brand around it. That's about it. But how did it start for me? Because I realized early on that if you are looking to make some space for yourself in the world, you do have to carve your own niche. Like you have to be your own niche. There's no other way around. And honestly, like I don't want to be this person who's giving a lot of gyan, this and that. But I'm just saying it's just very important to have an identity, and that identity could be polarizing also. No problem, God's speed. But have that edge. That's all I mean.
No, I absolutely agree. And I think it's not to say that I have controversial opinions just for the sake of having controversial opinions. It's just saying, listen, I have this opinion. Not
Yeah,
100% of people have to agree with it. This is what I feel. Maybe some people will not, but I will say my perspective. With saying my perspective.
exactly. Just say your mind and whatever your thing is. By the way, even to the people who are listening right now, right? Maybe you don't want to be that person who gives the hot takes. No problem. Maybe you are the marketing guy or the marketing girl. Maybe you are the interior designing girl. Maybe you are the nail color girl. Whatever it is, pick your thing. That's it.
Fantastic. And I think on the point, you had a interesting take on city dwelling. And to speak in our debate, uh, what did you think about it? How did you find like these sides or your perspective was perceived? What did it make you introspective, anything?
Right. Could you rephrase that question for me so that I can understand it more deeply?
Sure. So you told people your perspective about city dwelling, right? And it was like people had a lot, very, I think it was very polarized.
Right.
So when you read those perspectives, what was your takeaway?
Right. So thank you for first of all rephrasing that. I just needed more clarity, but this was my perspective, right? And this was so shocking to me. सबको पता है कि हम इंडिया में बहुत बोलते हैं, बहुत एस्पिरेशन है, there's a lot of aspiration, lot of young population, etc. But I think we underestimate it. I think there is a lot more aspiration that we know of, because a lot of people flooded the comments, DMs that, hey, I want to come to Bangalore, I just don't have the means. And once this happened IRL, wherein I was on the streets of Church Street, and this guy walks up to me and he says, I have been watching your reels, and today I landed in Bangalore with my friend. He's my friend. We would love to get a picture, this and that, and we took a picture. So the thing is, like, truly, when I tell you, like, truly, aspiration is oozing out of people, right? So I think that was my biggest takeaway. और दूसरी चीज ये भी थी, and that's like a smaller perspective. I'm a very silver lining person, so I didn't pay a lot of attention to it. But there was a lot of this that, you know, you should not be here in Bangalore, etc., etc. But I'm going to be where I'm going to be. So that doesn't affect me at all.
Yeah, absolutely. I think sometimes our content, people who have such different opinions about it, like pardon content creators realize that. I think for some reason the voices, there is some background.
Oh, is there? Can you hear me better now?
Yeah, I can.
Okay.
थोड़ा सा अभी भी sound कर रहा है. I don't know if it's me. Okay, let's try.
Okay.
Hanji. Yeah, I think whenever we're making content, there's always going to be like two opinions. People are going to say, ye galat hai, wo galat hai. Even for us, if we consistently make content on Alia Bhatt, we are told, oh, you guys are like Alia Pagloos, can you stop making content on Alia Bhatt? I'm like, for us as petites, she's one of the most ideal people to understand styling, fashion, confidence, right? So never always 100% right that we can be, or every side that we can appeal to. But to you, Simriddhi, you know, you're still very early in your journey, at least 10 years earlier than I am right now. When I was at this stage, I'm not sure if I had the emotional maturity to be able to take brickbats and opinions and judgments like that. I don't know what that would have done to my confidence, as I was just building up my personality. You know, in the early few years of our careers, we're just like becoming who we are, figuring out ourselves.
Right.
Now that you're putting out yourself and there is so much of opinion, everything that you say, there are people who are saying things. And I know you said you try and see the silver lining, which is amazing. And I think over time you also develop a thick skin. But how do you stay true to your opinion? Because kabhi-kabhi aise bhi hota na, when you're just listening to a lot of people, one can sometimes cave in and be like, "Theek hai, let me just say, this is the popular opinion, let me just say that."
Yeah.
How do you make sure you don't go that way and you stay authentic to yourself and you say what you have to and bother or perhaps not bother about what other people are saying?
That's a very interesting question. And to be honest, I just cannot be not me. Like, that's the only answer. I cannot be not me. I just don't know how to do it. I have truly, like, I have gone to closest friends' parties and I've said it out loud that, you know, I don't think everybody needs therapy, and I've gotten a lot of, you know, shade for saying that, etc., etc. But it's just that you pick your truth. And okay, I think since you asked, I am also getting this realization that I think I heard this somewhere and it really stuck to me, which is that there is no truth in the world. There is no truth in the world. Even science is not true, because water is H2O. We know that today. But if tomorrow a scientist comes in and says that water is not H2O, guys, it's not H2O, it's something else, then we are going to believe that it's not H2O but something else. You know, so like even science is not true. There is no one truth. So just be an objective thinker and a free thinker, and just say what's on your mind. Like, that's been a core belief, and that's why I just say what I say. If somebody has to disagree, they're more than welcome to. And yeah, I truly, like, I think I'm a silver lining person. I listen to the positive more than the negative, so that also helps.
Lovely. Okay. So essentially what we are saying is ki, that's just your personality. And so if I were to ask you, ki, in the midst of all of these judgments and all of this noise around you, where do you draw your confidence from? Is it that you ever feel that your confidence is shaken? What would you say? Does your confidence, do you ever feel a sense of self-doubt? And if you don't, then where is that confidence coming from?
So that's, I love you for asking that question, because I think we got it all wrong about confidence. Sorry, I feel so passionately about this, but I feel like confidence na humko concept hi galat pata hai, because I think you are the most confident when you have nothing to lose, you know. So to everybody watching this, I just want to see you directly in your eye and tell you this, that if you are just starting out, you should be the most confident version of yourself, because you got nothing to lose. Like, imagine people who have net worths of worth 500 crores, and if they go back now, their children will suffer so much because they have seen a certain kind of life, they have a family, they have a wife, whatever. You are just starting out. So I think you should be the most confident. because the world is your oyster. But we keep thinking कि नहीं, मतलब if मेरे bank account में अगर 2 crore होंगे तो I'll feel confident. I think it's the other way around. When you're just starting out, just do your thing. That's it. So to all the people listening, again, I just want to look you in the eye and say that please do your thing, because this is the stage where you have to be the most confident. So I think we got those fundamentals absolutely wrong.
No, interestingly, I think I completely agree with this. In fact, very recently, I was asked, what is an uncommon belief that you have
Yeah.
about yourself as a leader, as somebody who's building something? And I really introspected on it, and my answer was that I actually believe that self-doubt is not a bad thing.
Yeah.
If I am not doubting myself, in a way, it also shows that I am in a very confident place and I'm in a comfortable space.
Yeah.
If I'm not doing something that is worth the risk, I will never feel self-doubt.
Yeah.
I feel self-doubt. It's also coming from a place of where I look at everything a lot more. I'll double check. Even, when you're part of a team, when you feel self-doubt, it just helps you become very vulnerable, bank on others a little bit more. So I think from every perspective, a little bit of self-doubt is quite healthy. So this whole thing, हमें confident hona is also not necessarily like the ideal thing.
Yeah.
So that was, I think, a very interesting insight that I got about myself. Whenever I feel that, it's totally okay.
100%. And also don't mind me sitting like this, because I just want to make sure you get no background noise, but really like on point. तभी मैं बोल रही हूँ, like to everybody watching, जैसे she introspected and got her own truth, ऐसे I think everybody should search for their own truths, because उससे ही काफी breakthroughs मिल जाते हैं. That's about it, and I agree, self doubt is great. But imagine this, right? Imagine a person who doesn't have self doubt. I think that's weirder. You think you're just going to win it?
I agree. And like, if you're always feeling that way,
yeah,
then either you're not challenging yourself enough,
right,
or you are, sorry to say, slightly delusional, right?
Slightly delusional, exactly.
Yeah, and that's not always a good thing, because everybody needs a reality check. Whatever stage we are at, I think whether we're starting out or we've grown, I just feel like it's okay to feel self-doubt, and it's okay to not feel confident all the time. You can fake it, sure, but like, you don't necessarily internally have to feel like confident. I'm sure like the biggest of people, when they're facing something in their life, they'll feel a pinch of self-doubt at some point or the other.
100%.
So now, in terms of building our personal brands, right? अब इतनी बात होने लगी है that I want to build my personal brand. Everybody is joining the bandwagon. Everybody is starting to write LinkedIn posts. But I still feel like, to your point, you have to figure what is it that you want to say. You don't just want to repost, leverage somebody else's opinion all the time. You want to have your own voice. So to you, if I were to ask, what is it exactly? How is it that somebody who's starting to build a personal brand, if this is day one, what is it that they can do so they just don't become a part of the noise and are really able to create something that is extremely personal?
Correct. So, two things, right? If you were losing money to do something, that's one. If you were losing money to do something, and the second is if you were making no money at all. These two situations. अगर इन दोनों situations के despite भी आप कर सकते हो कोई चीज, that should be your personal brand. So to me, if you ask me, like this to just happened and everything, but like if you ask me, I think even if I'm not getting paid or I'm hitting losses because of the hot takes that I have or the way that I critically analyze the world, if those two things were happening, I would still do it. Even if मेरा पैसे का नुकसान हो रहा होता, so I know that I can be that girl on the internet. So you then need to figure out what is it that you can do if you were losing money or not making any money at all. That's how you decide what your personal brand is going to be. But having said that, there is one more thing. There is a lot of, we say this word FAFO, which is F around and find out. So do a lot of like F around and find out, figure out what your thing is. That's it. Those are the two things.
Got it. Okay. So you're saying start somewhere. It's just like content creation. Start somewhere and you figure out what your personal brand is.
Exactly. I'm saying that, but I'm also saying कि कोई ऐसी चीज जिसके लिए अगर आपका पैसे का नुकसान भी हो रहा हो आप तब भी करोगे, और अगर आप ऐसा नहीं बना रहे हो तो भी आप करोगे उस चीज को without seeing that. That's your personal brand. That's what I think.
Very interesting. सही है. तो मतलब अपने प्रिंसिपल समझ लो and stick to, किसी चीज को तो stick करोगे ना, कोई प्रिंसिपल तो होगा at that point in time. So that who you stand for, truly believe in.
Yes, 100%.
Fantastic. And then, of course, abhi it's just so important कि as much as there is education, curriculum, marks, right from school, college, हमारे टाइम पे इट यूज टू बी कि तुम प्रीफेक्ट हो या तुम लीडरशिप पोजीशंस में हो या तुम डिबेट्स में कितना पार्ट लेते हो. बट नाउ अगेन इट्स अ लॉट अबाउट पर्सनल ब्रांडिंग, इट्स अ लॉट अबाउट बिल्डिंग योर ओन पर्सनैलिटी. आप किसी भी कॉलेज में अप्लाई करते हैं तो दे विल ऑलवेज आस्क यू व्हाट डू यू स्टैंड फॉर, व्हाट आर योर वर्च्यूज. सो बहुत ही लाइक सेल्फ अवेयरनेस की स्पेस से बहुत अर्ली आना जरूरी है. बट अ लॉट ऑफ यंग किड्स फील लाइक यार हमने तो इतना कुछ नहीं किया, हमारे पास इतना कुछ है नहीं कि व्हाट डू वी शो. सो टू एनीबडी हु इज स्टार्टिंग आउट वेरी अर्ली and feels that I don't have enough to talk about, enough to say, how is it that they can approach personal brand building?
Right. So I read this quote somewhere and it's like tattooed in my mind, which is ki slowly then all at once. That's it. Slowly then all at once. Meaning ki maybe you think that you are behind. Maybe you think that there is so much to catch up to because your friend has done so much, or you know, your peers have done so much, neighbors' kids have done so much. But think about the fact that maybe you start late, but maybe your results are way more in quantum. आपके हो सकता है रिजल्ट्स इतने ज्यादा हो. I'll tell you one very interesting example. So I have a friend who does these vox pop interviews, which is street interviews होते हैं. He does that for fun, okay? So one day he was telling me that he posted a lot of reels, nothing happened. Posted a lot of reels, nothing happened. One reel got him 30K followers in one day. It went viral and he got 30K followers. So that's what I'm saying. It's not about कि किसने जल्दी start कर दिया. It's not about that. Maybe आप start करो तो आपका quantum ही इतना हो results का that slowly but then all at once you get it. You know, so but it's just that you have to ना stick to these. I think मेरे लिए at least it works. You have to stick to these little quotes, aphorisms. ये बहुत help करते हैं. So to everybody watching this, again, I just want to tell you, do not look at other people. Just think about what if you start and what if your quantum of ROI is very high.
So अगर मुझे सिमृति से पूछना हो कि today what is her brand about, how does she want to define or has understood for her brand to be, what would you say that is?
I would say the girl with a lot of hot takes, because the thing is, even if you ask my friends before the Instagram thing even happened, right? I had a lot of twisted opinions anyway about the world. Ki, this is not right, whatever. So I think I've always been that person. Now just that I have to say it to the world on the internet, whatever it is. So I think I'm the girl with the hot takes. That's what the niche is.
I think the hot take I loved the most was where you said that dates should be walking dates. I was always like, man, I just want to go on a walking date with my partner right now because it's so true. There is, I think, just the fun of, you know, एक आपका दिमाग बहुत अलग चलता है. There's a reason that when somebody is even stressed, that walk karo because it clears your mind, right? So you're going in just being yourself. There's no fanciness, no faff, just authentic and like conversation.
100%. And you know, speaking of what is your niche, in fact, the people who are watching this, I want to again request you कि आप मुझे बताओ in the comments what do you think of me as. To me, because here's the thing, right? What you think of yourself is not what people think of you. So you guys tell me in the chat, okay, what do you think of me? Tell me what my niche is. Maybe that can help me with a different perspective. And meanwhile, you can ask me another question.
Absolutely. I just read somebody say, I just came in to see if the lighting was okay on this one or not. That I think is definitely part of it. When I saw that, I was so amazed because I was just like, so true, man. Like, just say, what is this thing of lighting perfect hona chahiye and bilkul like atmosphere perfect hona chahiye, setting perfect hona chahiye, camera setting perfect hona chahiye. We've made content creation into it's like an engine. ये करो तो वो चल जाएगा.
Yeah, correct.
It can be that way, you know. And I completely agree with you on not doing what everyone else is doing, because then who are you in that bheed? Like for my niche, I can say that I see so many content creators who come in and say, do this to look taller. And it bugs the ends of me because why would you tell a girl to want to be taller? She's already going through that insecurity.
Yes.
That's my height. She's done everything, if nothing, to look slightly taller.
Yeah.
Now you're saying कपड़े भी ऐसे पहनोगे आप ज़्यादा लंबे लगो. So it's a very indirect way of nudging that insecurity up further.
Truly, and that's what you're solving for as well, which is what I love for petite and short women clothing. And yes, so I speak a lot about imperfections also, and I think I agree. And honestly, let's not even call it an imperfection, because even calling it an imperfection is a backhanded compliment in a way.
Yeah. Absolutely. It's not a bad thing. Matlab, who's to define ki if you're tall, you're beautiful, and if you're short, you're not beautiful? Like, these are all, it's just like you said, na, everybody doesn't need therapy. Everybody doesn't need to be taller. It's okay. Like, कोई हमारा दिमाग कम नहीं हो जाता उससे. So we're all doing quite okay by ourselves.
Exactly. That's what it is.
Lovely. So now if I were to ask your hot takes on who your favorite creator or let's say LinkedIn voices that really inspires you, What would that be? Who would that be?
Right. So I haven't thought about it. So let me think on the spot. So on LinkedIn, I really like Niharika Kaur Sodhi
Mm-hmm.
because Niharika Kaur Sodhi has built herself in public through LinkedIn mostly. So LinkedIn is her primary platform. She started off with just ghostwriting. She was an employee first, so she was in a 9 to 5. And to those people who are listening to this, if you are in a 9 to 5, you should check out Niharika Kaur Sodhi's profile as well. She was somebody who was in a job and then she quit her job and then she started her own venture. And today she's comfortably running an agency, so what, 7 figures, I think. So I really like her. And again, she's a woman. So it's even more inspiring to see women work very well. But regarding content, whose content do I enjoy the most? It's very interesting. So there is this guy called Banyan Gyan. I know the name is like a little, but so the whole concept is that he's wearing a vest in every one of his videos, and the things that he's speaking about is like hard hitting facts. So he would talk about how you get manipulated sometimes, even by the closest people, even by the family members that you have, and I like it. And also regarding personal brand, right? I know the name sounds cringy, ki, yaar, what's Banyan Gyan and all that. But the thing is, the moment you hear Banyan Gyan and the moment you imagine that word, you will think about that guy if you have even seen him once. And that's what personal branding is. For those of you listening, I don't know if you know about Alex Hormozy, but Alex Hormozy always wears this like weird thingy on his nose, and nobody else does this. But you're going to think about Alex Hormozy the moment you see this, right? So even if his face is not there and just the nose thing is there, you're going to think about him. So that's what personal branding is. But let me say something like, I think if overall I were to say a creator that I really like, it's Tim Dillon. He's like an American comedian. I love Tim Dillon because he started really scrappy. Like he started his podcast in a hall which didn't even have curtains, which had stapled curtains. Like later on, they stapled their curtains on the wall, but still people listened to him wildly because he had such interesting thoughts about the world. He was a sharp thinker. He is a sharp thinker. He has a lot of opinions to give on the world, and I think that's what I like. And he gives people back when they say, "Oh, तुम्हारा podcast studio ऐसा है, whatever." And he says, "But podcast तो लोग सुनते हैं ना." So, like he's very funny and very sharp with it. So yeah, these are the three creators, I'd say.
Fantastic. Fantastic. Interesting. I definitely did not know about the Banyan Gyan.
Yeah.
So I'm definitely going to go back and like you said, जैसे उन्होंने name किया है, that by itself is just so interesting that you will at least want to go and see once.
Yes.
And then there's merit, then you're sort of hooked. So
Yes.
I guess his 3-second trigger is the Banyan Gyan.
Yeah, and he has a good following also. Like I think he's at some 150K or something right now. So people really listen to him also.
Lovely. I think I also saw a question about your dating app from the audience. So they're very curious to know, how are you planning to scale this?
Yeah. So the dating platform, we are planning to scale this purely organically. सीधा Instagram पे direct बात करके. And I'm so happy that you asked this question, Dr. Gopal Meena, because the thing is, dating के बारे में जब भी हम बात करते हैं ना, I think all of us can agree on this. तो ना ऐसे या तो हम मजाक बना देते हैं कि उससे dates नहीं मिल रही, या तो फिर हम बलगर समझते हैं और अब बात ही नहीं करते हैं. So there are two types of people. But I think dating is an experience that people should have, and people should have in a fun way, right? And that is the problem I'm trying to solve. Or isliye I just want to not scale it through inorganic ways, advertising to people. I just want to talk naturally to people one-on-one. And the message that I have to scale this event is very simple. Let's for 1 second take this problem seriously, because we don't usually. Like, this irritates me also a little bit. Can we just talk about it for 1 second seriously? It's a problem like college kids have. They don't meet people offline. Let's just build something for them. So to answer your question, how am I planning to scale it? I'm planning to scale it by genuinely talking to my audience and hoping that the other audience, which is not yet connected to me, they also connect with the message and they become a part of the show.
Fantastic. So this is going to be a live dating show?
Yes. So it's going to be a live dating show for college students, wherein we get together, we have a lot of fun activities, and this will also be film screened. So it will also be on YouTube, obviously with your permissions.
Yeah. Understood. Fantastic. I think there's definitely merit, because I genuinely believe that of all decisions that one makes in life, choosing a partner is definitely amongst, if not the top, then amongst the top 3, because it affects your career, it affects your health, it affects your wellness, everything really. Every decision that you make is marked against this one decision.
Exactly.
So very important. And I think in today's day and age, dating has really changed. How we meet people, what we want from them has really changed. Digital changes everything. So to put people face to face is going to be very interesting. And it's called Cupid.
Cupid with a K, Cupid Dating.
Cupid Dating.
Yes. It's going to happen in Mumbai and Bangalore. tickets are going to be live soon, so keep an eye out on it. But yes, the core message is let's for 1 second think about dating seriously, guys, please.
Okay, lovely. And how do you think somebody can think about dating seriously? Like, what does that mean to you?
So I think thinking about dating seriously means that putting an active effort into it. Meaning, a lot. I would see a lot of my guy friends complain constantly about how I don't have a girlfriend, I don't know where to find girls, and dating app doesn't work because dating app is rigged against men anyway because of the gender ratio, etc., etc. And I look at them and say that why don't you go to cafes or offline experiences and like just talk to women and don't talk to them just from the perspective of going out on a date with them. Sure, you can do that too, but just talk to them, right? But because if you don't ask, the answer is always no.
Right.
On the other hand, I know like two of my guy friends were very upfront about talking to girls. Like they just go and ask girls, and they never run out of dates because it's a numbers game. Think of it as a numbers game. So that is why I say take this problem quote unquote seriously. On weekends, make sure that you hit new conversations, go to new places, do better things, that's what.
Understood. And then Ujjwal has a follow-up question where he's saying, do you think dating someone in the first year of college is a bad idea?
No. Date them. Like it depends on whether you really like the person. If you really like the person, dating in the first year is probably very, very cool because then you have a lot of time to spend with them and explore if they are really for you, etc. But having said all of that, also remember that college life should also not be just dating because I have a friend whose whole college life was just dating and now he sort of regrets it that he should have done other things. So just don't be that person. But beyond that, go for it. Like have a healthy balance.
Okay. So
Yeah.
I hope that answers your question. Yeah, I'm just thinking about the serious dating part. Like I'm trying to understand where that fits in.
Yeah, I mean, it fits in a lot of ways, to be honest, because even if you find someone these days, it's a lot of, because we have a lot of options, so we don't know whether we want to stick to one person or whether we just want to just shop around all the time. So there are just too many questions that I think we don't have a space for. And what happens honestly is that because we don't talk about it publicly, in private conversations, that's all we talk about. Like, that's all we talk. Yeah.
What's dating, what's happening, what's the scene. But tell me something, like where I'm coming from is your TG is folks who are in college.
Yes.
Okay. So you're helping them find dates or you're helping them find long-term partners?
Helping them find dates. And the idea is we just bring all of those single college students together and then they go on dates live. So that's the idea. It's a live dating show.
Okay.
Like speed dating. You can think of it as speed dating.
Understood.
Yeah.
And it's televised, so that of course like makes it a lot of fun and even from a content standpoint, like very interesting. This is something that people would. How is it different from Bumble, let's say?
So Bumble is an online experience entirely wherein you match with somebody and then you take it forward. So once you match with somebody, Bumble doesn't have to do anything with it. Go or you don't go, they don't care. But the difference is that we are making an offline experience.
Understood.
So
Okay.
we are bringing people. We have a venue wherein we are bringing people together. You guys date, and we are televising it. We will have a lot of fun activities for you too. So we are enabling the experience, and enabling the experience part is missing from Bumble.
Understood. So I think that is the core differentiator. This is completely offline.
Yeah.
You're meeting someone for the first time, not through an app, not matched through an algorithm.
Yeah.
You're dating your way, and then if something happens to click face to face, is when you can take it forward in whatever way you want. So you're not really looking at like an outcome or a duration of relationship or saying this is your soulmate. It's just to help you date. But the difference is कि भाई आ जाओ इतना बोलते girlfriend मिल नहीं रही है. So we are just setting up everything for you. Only thing you have to do is to turn up and then hopefully match with someone.
100%. That's the idea.
Okay, interesting. Yeah, very interesting. Yeah. I think I can see it come to life. What would be very interesting is to actually see how the content rolls. Because what is it that people say in these uncomfortable situations, and this is where you're most conscious and self-aware, and just like not knowing what are the right things to say at the right time with people who might be so different from you. So it's going to be definitely like really fun content to watch.
100%. And you know what? I'm putting down the name of Cupid Dating in the chat. You guys can go and search Cupid Dating on YouTube because on YouTube they have the videos of the shows that they have done in the US. So this has already been done in the US before, and there are YouTube videos out there. To get a sense of what exactly it might look like, you can go and check out their videos.
Okay, fine. Do you want to take a few names of shows in the US that they can refer to, find easily?
I am not sure of the exact names, but if they just like type Cupid Dating on YouTube, everything is going to pop up on the top. So yeah.
Okay, so guys, there you have it. I've just pinned the comment also. We can all go back and see ki, how does this work? And if this is something that interests you, then how is it that we reach you?
Yeah. So the dates and the tickets are not live yet. They are going to be live super soon. But you can follow Cupid Dating's Instagram channel, Instagram account basically. I will
In
put
your
that.
bio, it's in Simriti's bio as well. And
Yes.
you can do also, Simriti, you can even share a story after, just so there's recalls for everyone who's in here. If this is something you're interested in, please share that across with us as well, so we can also share that story for when the tickets are out. You can also share it with the Rare Reach fam, and if folks are interested, we have a lot of folks who are from Bombay and Bangalore. That's the two markets that are typically early adopters. So good picks. I think we'll also share it across in the fam, and then folks, if you'd like to buy tickets, I think it'll be something fun.
Very fun, very fun. So yeah, please check out my profile. You'll have the Cupid Dating account. Follow it. There you'll get all the updates. Tickets are not live yet, but as soon as they're live, you will get the updates on my account or on Cupid Dating's account.
Fantastic. I think my last question will be, so now that there's been quite a journey moving to a new city, building up your career, building up your brand, still evolving into who Simriti is in her full 360-degree aspect, and you're getting onto your entrepreneurial journey. So congratulations. All the best for it. I can tell you that it will probably be one of the hardest things that you'll do, but you will come out of it to be the best version of yourselves. You'll know yourself so much better. You will know how resilient you are, how much you can take on. Don't give it up. Like whatever happens, trust me. ये जो हम पूरा self doubt की बात कर रहे थे, I have never felt as worthless as I have on this journey. I felt like I'm not a good manager. I felt like I'm not a good working professional. I felt like I'm not a good vendor to work with. I felt like I've disappointed my customers. So I've had all of those days, and I'm sure I'm yet to face like even more shitty days, if I may, right? But then there will be that one day where somebody will purchase from you or give you like an amazing review,
Yeah.
and tell you, Simriti, what you're doing is exactly what I needed. And if not for you, I wouldn't have had like this marriage, or I wouldn't have had kids. Like, look at this 10 years into the making, right? That's where you'll see the goodness of what you're truly building. Just happy people in happy relationships, or at least a lot more emotionally intelligent, right? So that's the long-term outcome you need to keep. So congrats on this journey, and it'll teach you a lot for sure. Like entrepreneurship, one thing is it teaches you like everything practically. You'll be in tech, you'll be in marketing, you'll be pulled into ops, you'll be pulled into event कैसे करना है, tickets नहीं sell हो रहे, platform down हो गया, all of that. So you'll definitely learn a lot. It'll be a lot of fun. So congratulations on that journey. Probably when we chat 3 years from now, I'll see like a very different Simriti. But even if today the person that you are had to talk to the 12-year-old yourself, 12-year-old version of yourself, what do you know today that you would tell her, Joe, that younger version of you probably did not know?
It's a little pessimistic, but this is what I'll tell the 12-year-old, that nobody cares in the world. Like truly nobody cares about what you do, about judging you, about their opinions. Like nothing matters. So just go for what you have to do. Nothing matters. I know it's very pessimistic, but it is what it is. And nahin, the positive nahin. Somebody said in the comments, how are you positive? I'm saying something very negative right now. Because truly, I feel like even your parents, right? Even your parents, they hold your best regard and everything. But at the same time, they will tell you that you're doing the wrong thing. But once you achieve it, they'll be like, no, you were right. So I'll tell my 12-year-old self that whatever thing that you want to do, please do not care whatever else anybody thinks, just go for it.
Yeah, I don't think that's pessimistic at all, by the way. I just feel like that's, in a way, very true. I've also had a lot of times where I don't think anybody saw the goodness in what I was doing. They were just like, अभी ये सही time नहीं है, masters मत करो. अभी ये सही time नहीं है, job मत quit करो. इतना क्यों struggle कर रही हो, छोड़ दो इसको. So at every point, there will be a lot of advice. Now that you're getting into building, it will be even more so, where everybody will try to tell you how to run your own business. But of course, like founders' instincts and we'll know best. Yeah, so nothing pessimistic about it. It's actually very true. You are on your own. When you take decisions and it works out, everybody is saluting the rising sun, and that is the sole truth of the world. When you're on your downfall, then everybody is questioning you and saying, "Dekha, हमने तो कहा था ऐसे नहीं करना चाहिए." So it's okay. The tide turns and you don't even get to know it. So you just have to do what you feel is real. Because what I feel is, Simriddhi, कि अगर आप अपने decisions खुद लेते हो, at least you don't have anyone else to blame for it. Right? अगर I take a shitty decision, it's still my decision. So I can own up to it and be like, यार ठीक है ना, मैंने ही decide किया था. If I take a decision because somebody else told me to do something, then tomorrow I'll blame that person only. आपकी वजह से किया, मैं तो नहीं करना चाहती थी ये चीज. So I never want to be obligated in that way. It's decisions. I'll take ownership for it. I'll bear the brunt for it, and it's okay.
So I talk about the billionaire comedian, possibly the only billionaire comedian, Jerry Seinfeld, a lot on the internet also and IRL also. And this is what he says, right? He says, "Die doing the thing that you love. Die doing the thing that you love." And I love it so much because it's exactly what it is. Matlab, even if you are going to die, at least die doing what you loved. Imagine dying doing something that you hated. That's way worse. So please, just work, just do your thing. Nobody in the world cares. And yeah, and again, speaking of just work, right? This is another thing Jerry Seinfeld says, that he says that अगर मेरी ग्रेव पे कुछ लिखना हो और मेरा मैसेज अगर लिखना हो दुनिया को ऑन माय ग्रेव, तो मैं दो ही शब्द बोलूंगा, जस्ट वर्क.
That is also true. Interesting. I mean, like whatever work is for you, whatever is meaningful for you, where you can put your skills to use in the most meaningful way, right?
Yeah. Correct. That is. I mean, yeah, work is a very dynamic definition here, but the fact of the matter is, whatever your thing is, do that.
Exactly. Exactly. Fantastic. Yeah, I think such a like thought-provoking conversation. For one, I'm really excited for what you're out to build. I have a lot of respect for anybody who is a builder, because now that I am in that journey myself and I'm still very early, I do realize that it takes courage. It takes a lot of craziness. Like you have to be a mad person to be an entrepreneur who thrives. So I think congratulations on that. A lot of very interesting perspectives on personal branding as well. So thank you for sharing, because I think anybody who is out there to do this, we really don't know how to start. So I love it when somebody can really break it down and put that first 2-3 set of steps together for someone and say, hey, ye karo, right? Rather than giving like a broad definition, ki ho jayega, aise ho jayega. It's like, these are the things, like you said, here, it's all the magic of compounding. You have to start somewhere and you never really know when things will work for you, but just be consistent and keep on doing what you truly believe in. So thank you for sharing that and just breaking it down so simply for our audience. And thank you for being on our pod. Yeah, really amazing just listening to you. I wish you so much of luck on your journey. And I love enjoying, like I really enjoy your content. So thank you for just sharing those hot takes with us every once in a while, in whatever be the lighting, whatever be the setup.
Thank you so much. But I want to thank you for giving me this platform and for connecting me with your audience. That's one thing I want to thank you for. But another thank you is for solving this problem that petite and short women have, because I think, so when I read your account for the first time, right, that didn't even click me before, okay, this is a problem unsolved, but this is a problem unsolved, and you are tackling that. So again, best of luck on your journey. You have come this far and I'm sure there is a long road to go. But thank you so much for solving a problem that is right there on the wall, but nobody saw it, and you saw it. You're working towards it. So thank you so much. And again, I am very glad that I connected here with everyone.
Yeah, likewise. I think I'm so glad you feel that way. Please do tell your petite friends about us. What we're trying to do is not just build, like create clothes or fashion, but also really work towards confidence. We host a lot of workshops around body positivity, helping women openly talk about any kind of body insecurities they've been holding for years. So I think that really was the mission I started with, because that's my personal struggle for many, many years, and I finally had the confidence to talk about it. Yeah, so that's really what it is. And again, pleasure speaking with you. I hope you have a lovely evening. Thank you for your kind words for Reach. And please don't worry about the background. I know you were worrying about it. It's all good. Please don't worry about it. All good.
All right. Thank you so much. You also have a lovely evening. And everybody who joined in, have a lovely evening. And I'm so glad that I connected with you guys. Bye-bye. Take care.
Bye. Good evening, guys. Thank you.